Welcome to Fort Worth, Texas, and Amon G. Carter Stadium, home of the TCU Horned Frogs. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Miami Hurricanes taking on the winners of 3 straight, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Canes will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Horned Frogs offense will start this game off. And here he is. Let me tell you about this wide receiver. He is a route-running DB, toasting, pass-catching, touchdown-scoring, woo, son of a gun.
I can't wait to see how this defense is going to try and corral this guy, because you play man-to-man, you risk him running right by you and catching the deep ball, but you play zone and you give him the opportunity to potentially make yards after the catch. Going to have to be really careful trying to cover that dude.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Looking to pass on second down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was, with that ball landing out of bounds.
Now facing a 3rd and long. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Working that left side now. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those 3rd down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So the Miami Hurricane offense takes the field, and they'll have their first possession. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is being physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
This just is such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays, so him versus a dynamic wide receiver on the outside will be a great matchup.
And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. The Hurricanes will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw, trying to get to it. And down he goes back at the 3.
Wow, the Miami linebacker shows you his speed on that play. And linebacker in speed, synonymous when you're thinking about Miami Hurricane defense. Think about Ray Lewis, Jonathan Vilma, Dan Morgan, DJ Williams. Guys that can go sideline to sideline and guys that can rush the passer. Not easy to block.
He'll need some juice in that arm on 3rd and long. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Horned Frogs will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The line gets set, 1st down. They'll go to the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And the Hurricanes will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going. Yeah,
let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but you got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run out.
Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. Crosses the He is smashing people. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Horned Frogs are flying down the field. They're looking to pass from the red zone. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? After the incompletion, it's 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he gets it...
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, TCU! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They march 78 yards down the field. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. The give to the back. That'll be a gain of about 7. Leads him with 3rd and 3.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Got the quick pass. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Power football with the run. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
To the ground with the back. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. And the Canes send out the punt unit. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Trying to find his man on first down. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. And that will fall incomplete, and we have played 1. Boy, they tried to end the first quarter on a high note to no avail. Second quarter's coming. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, punt. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
How nice is it as a defense? You can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home. That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Got it in the middle. It's Rivera. Bounced off his feet.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do is dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers now.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Running back searching for a hole. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Got his man on the right. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The Canes are on the move. Gets it out quickly. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They go to the ground.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing in his pads.
And the Canes have pushed it inside the 20. They'll try to power their way ahead. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm, but after that last running play moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Alexander. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. After a drive this long, a field goal will be a punch in the gut. It's 3rd and goal. Here he goes breaking the pocket. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Oh, what a call on the fake. They're going to throw it. It's a fake. Shades of Little Giants. The Mad Hatter is loose, and it's a touchdown. Just textbook execution on the fake field goal, and trickeration equals touchdown.
And we saw them practicing this throughout the week, but when are you going to call it? Are you going to call it? Because you got to have the onions to call it in a big moment. They call it, they convert. What a call by the offense.
And the extra point is good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Kansas is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Big J isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Florida. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. At the 40, there he goes. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it through this defense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's Brown. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. To the air on 1st down. Just missed his man, gave him just too much. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Here comes the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. He's loose down the middle. The 20. Past the 10. Touchdown, Hurricanes. And the defense doing work.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners. Takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Going up top on 1st down. Lofts one high and deep. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that ball. Nice job.
The kickoff team, everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Leaves it with the back. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The RPO, it's complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Keeps it on the bootleg. They're trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Wants to go up top. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. The Hurricanes will call on their punt team. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at them. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. And the short completion brings up 2nd down. He's looking to throw. It's caught downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. He's looking to throw it. He's right on target. Oh, the speed, the acceleration, the elusiveness, and he's down to the 43. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. And the Horned Frogs brought to the ground, but not before picking up the 1st. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. He's going for the big play. Grabs it inside the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Fort Worth. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, back to Amon G. Carter Stadium and our outstanding broadcast team.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so they can win this game.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. And it's picked off. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching you. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, TCU! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to pay.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Call later on in the game.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Got his man down the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. And this veteran quarterback just overshot his man that time. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. He's looking to throw. Moving away from pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, on 3rd and short. times they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
Now the toss. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Horned Frogs are threatening on 1st and goal. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score. And Jesse probably scored pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. On the move at the 30. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver now comes in motion. From the gun, the running back has it. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. 1st down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They're facing a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Canes will punt this one away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. 1st down for this offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's going to run it. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Now on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. And that last run leaves him with a 3rd down. Will they keep it on the ground? From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Horned Frogs line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Miami. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. But if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads it downfield. He's got it down the left. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because, Palmer, he always makes plays.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about single cover, double cover, triple cover. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches, that is awesome.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. He'll start this drive firing. He looks that one in nicely. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Oh, man. I mean, you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fella running down the field. Nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. Just got to make the catch.
Get it out on the screen. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
At the 45 on his way. All kinds of running room. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Canes.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Coming out with it, it's Dennis. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The offense lining up for a first down play. They go to the draw. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. He'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Just a short pass to the tight end.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Good back-to-back plays for this defense. Like, this is the crucial moment in the game. Like, you know they're running the football. You know they want to eat clock. A lot of bodies near the line of scrimmage. This defense needs one more stop just like it.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. The Horned Frogs are rolling down the field. Running back goes in motion. The give on the inside. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Yeah, and I think on that 3rd down and short call, I honestly think that they thought it was going to be a 4th down situation. Now it's 4th and 2. I think this offense was ready for this opportunity, and I think they're going to go for it right here.
On 4th down, flexing that muscle in the run game. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Here comes the offense on 1st down. He's going to pass. He unleashes a long one. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He's got the back in the middle.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Going for it all. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Ooh, you're living dangerously now. You've got the lead late in the game. Don't do anything to turn it over, and they almost did throwing it there. If I'm the head coach now, I'm thinking, man, let's just run the ball.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. 1st down here for the offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Quarterback extends the play. Still on his feet at the 45. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They'll throw it on 1st down. Buys a little extra time. Trying to make magic with his feet.
Defense is all about creating negative plays. And he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off and gets a positive gain.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
In the end zone.
Man, that drive right there is exactly what you dream about. That's how you want your offense to perform. Under a clutch situation, you take the ball down the field, get the score, and now an extra point away from taking the lead late in this ball game.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. He wants a big play here late. Snags it on the right. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. With the catch, it's Dennis. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. The line of scrimmage is the 28. That'll make it a 45-yard field goal attempt and a big chance to win the game. It's good! Breaks forward, but and he gives them the W. And they've regained the lead. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memories.
I agree, Reese. You know, I think back to my career at Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire, whether we lost or whether we won. For this team, this is going to be a good memory moving forward, David, because of how well they played late.
Did you lose more of those or win more of those? I'm just asking for a friend. Tennessee, what happened? Hey, yeah, it's big-time clutch, right? These are the ones that define your seasons, define your careers, and the ones you never forget, those heartbreakers that come down to the last play.
So that's going to do it for us.